Alright, so we haven't really worked on the tan 928 all winter, but maybe that can change some today. So, I was suspecting the last time we tried to get it to start, where it would, fire for a couple seconds and then, kind of peter out. It seemed like it wasn't really getting a good tack signal. And one of the things it was doing is it's not activating the fuel computer. I bought another crank sensor. We'll see if we can get this one out without too much trouble, because apparently they like to get stuck. And maybe we can get this car running here and start doing some more work to it this summer. Alright, so right down here is what's hopefully our offending article. Okay, good, it's turning loose. Okay, let's see if we can't get a little bit of pressure. Oh, that access is really not good to this thing. Maybe before we go too far with this, you can see the connectors, which like the corrode's looking a bit dirty here. I know the rubber for the crank sensor itself, that side of it's going to disintegrate when I pull on this here, but maybe the thing's not making good contact and that's why it's not working here. So before we completely trash the crank sensor trying to yank it out, maybe we can clean up this connection here and maybe it'll work. So let's see. I don't know if any part of this connector is going to be intact still. I kind of doubt it. Yeah, no, it just came out. But let's see, let's carefully put this up here. Maybe we can just give this a good clean and get something out of it. Okay, yes, this is by far and away not ideal, but hopefully this might let us test this just for the moment. Alright, so we got the fuel line and everything else that we disconnected up here reconnected. Gotta go get the computers. Alright, now we got the computers in there. Got a fuel pump relay in there and everything. I know these computers are good because they both run in my blue car. So let's come back here and hook up our battery. Nothing's catching fire yet. Now if this does anything, it's going to be loud because the car has open headers effectively. See, the tack's not even bouncing here. So it really has me wondering. See, now it's fluttering some. See, the first time it didn't do anything, and then the second time it fluttered. So that's what had me kind of suspicious about it. But now it's fluttering pretty consistently. Let's go set the camera down back by the fuel pump and see if we can hear it doing anything. Alright, so what we're going to try now is we've put a jumper in place of the fuel pump anyway, because it seems like that, it's not even getting told to turn on, and before that would get us, a couple seconds of it trying to fire. So if we hook up the battery, we should hear the fuel pump try to run. So I think we might be being lovely air conditioning timing. I think we're being thwarted by the fuel pump here. Checked it, it's getting power whenever I jump the fuel pump relay, but it ain't turning, and it just feels like it's getting warm. So even though it's new, sitting over the winter. It seems to have died. The only thing I can think to do is see if I can take the fuel line off and see if anything comes out of it a little bit. I tried smacking it with a mallet a bit, and so far no luck. Don't really think we're going to accomplish anything here, but pull the fuel line off and, I don't know, maybe see if water or green goo or something pours out of the fuel pump. I don't know. Okay, so let's see, what does it look like coming out of the tank? Yeah. Just varnish looking gas. Because I know we drained it all out and put some fresh stuff in it. Maybe this thing burned out because there was not enough gas. I know I put a few gallons of gas in this thing. I'm kind of surprised now. Maybe I'm going insane. Well, since it seems like it doesn't have gas, let's put some gas in it. It's hard to do with one hand, so bear with me. But you get the point. Alright, now that we put a couple gallons of gas in, let's see if we got anything coming out the line at the pump. Yeah, we got some fuel now. So, let's go ahead, hook this back up, and maybe some fuel getting to it will make it turn and come back to life. Actually, let's see. Let's touch the battery and see if we hear it run. No, not hearing it. I think we might have killed it. I'm still baffled by that. I remember putting gas in this thing. I wonder if maybe it just wasn't enough to get to the pickup for the pump. So that would suck if we killed the pump, because it was new. Oh shit, we kept smacking it and it started running. It's making fuel pump noises. And it's leaking, so maybe we should stop. But it's turning. I wonder if that's what happened. I wonder if it leaked all the gas out that I had put in it over the winter. I'm wondering if that's what might have happened. Let's see. We got some fuel pressure up here now. I don't know, maybe we can snug up that fitting where it was leaking at and get her going again. And go grab some wrenches. Well, tried to snug it up real quick. Turned a little bit. So maybe we can go. Oh no, we didn't. We made it worse. Yep, we're definitely leaking gas. So something there with that fuel pump is no bueno. I think it's the little gaskets on that banjo bolt, so maybe we can fix that. Alright, let's go ahead and disconnect our fuel line again. Well, let's see here. It's got sprayed in the armpit with gas. Yeah, let the cardboard do its thing. That's why you wear safety goggles when playing with this stuff. Alright, here we go. Can we slide the fuel pump on out of there? Alright, got another copper washer here, and then maybe we won't cause a minor environmental hazard again. And by environmental I mean my armpit, because that's where all the gas went. And I guess the only way to know if this is going to work or not is hook up the battery again, so let's see what happens. Still a leak. Oh, jeez. We're not having much luck with this. Well, here we go again for what I think's third attempt now. Honestly, kind of losing track at this point. Hey, we can still. What the hell? I don't even get this. Can't see where it's even leaking. We're still. I wonder if there's like a gouge or something in that fitting going onto that pump, because that's where it's leaking. Let's hurry up quick and see if it'll. Oh my, it's starting to run a little bit. Damn it. Holy shit! It runs! I don't want to run it too long because it's leaking still, but holy crap. I won't run it for too long because I know we need to add more trans fluid to it still, but it runs. Oh, I guess that air filter tried to launch itself into the fan. But I guess that means the reason it hasn't been running was that crank position sensor connector. So I guess we can go ahead and put that bolt back in it, and we'll do something better with those wires to make sure they're not touching. But for now, no, that's not a permanent fix. But given everything else going on with this car, I think that's not a high priority. But so I think we'll call that a success. For now, this car will run. So what I left off with last time with it was getting the trans filled up. So we'll have to go down there and fill up the transmission the rest of the way. But that means this car hopefully will be able to be made to drive at some point. Now the brakes will need taken care of because the pedal just kind of falls to the floor. But, you know, to some people it's a basket case and a piece of junk. But it's a good project.